Hello, Madonna fans and friends, and welcome to another episode of Diva News. This is Miriam here, and we are ready for some more updates and what our queen has been up to. And so I'm happy to have you here with me as we have some new photos to share, including this one. Madonna's letting us know what she really thinks with this backwards photo on the cap. We know what it says. And Madonna's saying, I am here and I'm taking no prisoners. Love the photos, love the photo shoots. And in the news right now, we're having more fans, supposed fans, coming and having lawsuits against her for the Celebration tour. This time, it's got to be one of the funniest ones I've ever heard of. As the person that has filed a lawsuit, of course, they're talking about the hour that she starts at, and they're talking about how hot it was in the venue because of the air conditioning. Things that we all know are going to happen. But the one that really got me and surprised me was the fact that they were surprised by the tone of the show being having some sexual elements to it, and that they're a fan. That's hard for me to understand. It's like if you've been a fan around as long as we have, that's kind of part of being a fan. Is she explores those kinds of themes, and so I'm just wondering if this person even actually is a fan or just someone who went to the show and doesn't really know that much about what they're going to see and was either truly upset by it or just trying to find some way to cash in on a lawsuit craze. But my 2 cents on that is hello, as Madonna says in the song Human Nature, I'm not sorry. So, if you don't like something that she's doing, you probably aren't a fan at this long or know about a lot of her material and her art and what she stands for because freedom of expression is what it's all about. And this is a story of her life journey, the Celebration Tour. So it's going to have those elements in it, as well as many other elements and themes throughout the entire show. So we just tend to roll our eyes at these things, but that's what a lot of people in the mainstream news hears about, and it's unfortunate because it's highly unlikely that these are real fans that are putting out these lawsuits. And so, Madonna, yes, you tell them like it is right there in that photo, and let people know that you're not backing down on what you creatively put together. So let's see what else Madonna's been up to. We also have some sad news to report as we recently learned that Madonna and her boyfriend, Josh Popper, have broken up. And after a year of dating, of course, the same year that she's been on tour with Celebration Tour for the most part. And that was kind of the reason I think for the breakup, for what I read, was that, they just never got to spend any time together while she was on tour, and he was probably busy with his schedule as well. And so we're very sad for that. They did make a cute couple, and of course, Madonna's love of boxing and boxers um, certainly helped with parts of the show as she had during certain segments. Um, and I'm sure that if they could have worked out the schedules better, it might have worked out for them. But Madonna is always, as always, bouncing back on her feet, and she is going to do just fine. And I heard that there's some new guy that's on the horizon for her, someone from England, possibly another boxer. I think his name is Richard something or other. And while she does have a thing for boxers and boxing, so it could be, but we never want to jump the gun on these things. And I mean, for all we know, that's just something that she might be looking into as far as like maybe themes for the upcoming DVD. She doing research, who knows? But, Madonna does have always keeps her interests close at heart. So we will be rooting for her either way, single queen or dating queen, however she wants to be. That's what we support. So that's the latest news on that. Madonna and Josh Popper might be over with, but Madonna does have one long-standing love affair that never ends, and that is with the city of New York, where she is right now, and where she just attended the Black White Party. Not too sure what the party was about. Maybe it was fashion oriented, but Madonna looked absolutely stunning in the photos that she posted for us from this event. And she's just rocking that look. I mean, I love her in these types of bustiers and kind of paying respects and reflection on kind of the looks she had during Vogue in the Celebration tour. Love having her just this super high sexy look going on and flaunting it and saying, yes, this is me, and owning it, especially after her 1.6 million attendance in Brazil. She's looking amazing and we love it. And so, yeah, definitely exciting. Makes us wonder what is next for Madonna, what her plans are for the future. Of course, she's probably in the studio, mixing and editing with Stuart Price for the DVD release, DVD streaming release of the Celebration Tour and the Brazil show. Hopefully, we get similar to what we saw from Globo TV because that would be perfect. And maybe some new music. She was working on that before, so maybe we're going to get some more of that in the future. So definitely exciting moments are on the way. And now for our special session of 40 years ago. And it just so happens to be a really, really special one for me because 40 years ago, according to Google, when I looked it up, June 2nd, 1984, so we're really close. And that is when the Lucky Star video premiered on MTV and was added to the playlist. And let me just say, that was when I became a fan. That's when I first knew about Madonna. And I was 11 years old. So, yep, I'm 51 now, can't believe it. But I was 11 years old, and my mom let me stay up to watch a show called Night Tracks. Night Tracks was like Friday night videos, like those style, because we didn't have cable, we didn't have MTV, and they would just play nonstop videos all night. And she was working on her freelance writing, and I was sitting there watching all my favorite music videos when this one came on, and I literally stopped in my tracks. The dancing, the choreography, I had never seen a girl dance like that. I mean, I was a huge Michael Jackson fan. I loved dancing in the music videos and the choreo, and this was just like, this is my person. And I just remember calling my mom out of the kitchen. She was working on typing on her the old typewriters. For those of you that remember that far back, she was working on some freelance, and I called her out and I said, you got to come out and see this woman. This is amazing. And I declared to my mom, she's going to be my favorite forever, which, as we see, was true. And I also proclaimed at that time that she was going to be the biggest thing ever and the biggest artist of all time. And I wished I would have, put a bet on that somewhere because I would be rich right now. But yeah, that was the moment for me, Lucky Star. So technically, this is when I became a fan. I have been a fan technically now 40 years, and I'm going to have a little party and celebration for myself. I'll probably have a party over at the group, a little contest celebration. I have to come up with something, but over at Madonna Everybody Fan Club on Facebook, we have contests, we have other features, and I'm definitely going to have something about this, a monumental moment in my fan journey. Now, for those of you watching the video, was this when you first became a fan? We know Bob the Drag Queen made this the first moment in the intro. Did you become a fan when you saw Lucky Star? Of course, that was special for me when he said that, but like, it could have been before then, could have been borderline, could have been after that. But when did you first become a fan? Tell us when you did. And if it was Lucky Star, tell us how it happened for you. And let's have a discussion about this amazing video and song and celebrate 40 years of Lucky Star and 40 years for me being a fan. And now it's time for our Diva News candid photo of the episode. And I picked this one out from one of my old websites, MadonnaMemories.com, which if you go there, you'll see a very old static website, but there's some good treasures in there from when I scanned some different photos. And this one is one of the ones I had in the gallery, which is from the MTV Awards of '97. If you remember, Madonna made a brief appearance talking about, what was going on in the world at that time, after Princess Diana and Versace, all of those terrible tragedies, and what was informing, what we would later realize would be informing her next album. But she came out, and this was a candid taken of her and Gaio Siri at the event. And it's just on the cusp of the big, huge year Madonna would have next year at the MTV Awards. But that's one of the wonderful things about Madonna's history with MTV is whether she's there to present an artist an award or receive an award or perform. She's always been very good as far as being there for the MTV Awards. What's one of your favorite MTV Awards appearances that is not a performance, where she either presented an award, presented a performer, or just happened to be there, received an award? Um, any of those moments that were non-music? Share that in the comments. So let's have a discussion about that. I want to thank you all again for watching this episode of Diva News. I know it was a little bit sparse this time as we are obviously on the cusp of some great stuff coming up. Obviously, things that will commemorate the amazing tour we just had and possibly new music. So there'll be a lot of stuff in the future episodes. But for now, we're just in that wonderful period of letting Madonna get her rest, enjoying herself, and giving her all the love and support for an amazing tour that we will all remember for many, many years to come. And meanwhile, I have another part two of the Reinvention series coming up. I'll be having that probably next week, maybe on like, I want to say maybe it'll be up by Saturday rather than Friday, because Friday we'll have the Diva News. So it'll be a separate video, part two, which I'll talk about the San Jose shows and more behind the scenes details from my Los Angeles experience, including another email from Carice, her manager at the time, and many other little tidbits and facts and whatnot. And make sure you check out part one. We didn't have a lot of viewership for that. I know it was Memorial Day weekend. So if you've missed it, it's a chance to go back and check it out. It was right after the last Diva News. And there's some exclusive stories in there because I was front row opening night and was friends with Madonna's manager at the time. So I share a little bit of my storytelling on that with you guys, and loved sharing that with all of you. So once again, thank you for joining us on this episode, and definitely subscribe. And if you're on Facebook, join our Madonna Everybody Fan Club Facebook group. We are now 5,000 strong members and club members of Madonna Everybody Fan Club. We have a great time in there, getting to know one another. We have Fan of the Month. We have contests and giveaways and all kinds of fun stuff in there. It's a true fan club experience. If you missed that fan club experience like Icon used to have, you'll want to come and join us and get involved. And thanks so much, everyone, and stay tuned for the next episode. Bye. Are you looking for a great Madonna fan club to join? We have a place you need to be at Madonna Everybody Fan Club. Not only this channel, but we also have a Facebook group and a Facebook page titled Madonna Everybody Fan Club. You should definitely come check us out and join. We have contests, Fan of the Month, features, articles, and a great community for you to get to know and share your Madonna love with other fans. We also would love for you to comment, like, and subscribe on this video and tell us what you think. What do you like to see more of in this channel? We're here for you, and Madonna fans rock. So have a great day. Thank you.